Hello. Today we're going to be reading from the last issue of The Rook from April of 1982, The Dane Curse. 200 years ago, it was the site of a colonial village called Sarnath, and the home of a woman named Lucinda Sendralan. Today it is only an ancient crumbling house surrounded by a cemetery. A horror came to Sarnath long ago, a nameless entity which destroyed the village suddenly and violently, and then disappeared deep in the earth below the cemetery. Only one person is the link in the series of events, Lucinda Sendralan, who knew the origin of the horror, and knew it concerned the presence of a man called the Rook 200 years ago. Today, Reston Dane has been summoned by parapsychology professor Connolly and his associate Barry Court to find the source of the ancient horror which waits to erupt from the earth below the cemetery, and which lives in the blood of the ancestors of Lucinda Sendralan. This is the house of the woman who wrote about me in her diary, Professor Connolly. A man named Tector occupies the house now. Tector. Remember me, Connolly? We brought someone to meet you. This is Mr. Reston Dane. Good Lord! The man looks to have been corrupted by some fierce disease of unspeakable horror. Reston Dane? Oh, sir, oh dear, fabled ancestor, save me. Save us all from the curse. Inside the ancient house, the Rook tests Tector's blood, hoping to find the cause of his degenerative disease. Strange. The man's blood is clearly hosting a contamination, but its exact nature defies analysis. Yes, I know. It's the curse. The curse began with my ancestor, Lucinda Sendralan, and ends here with me. I'm the last of this tormented line, the last of Lucinda's children. Let me show you, Mr. Dane. These paintings are of Madame Sendralan's descendants. She was the matriarch. She bore a son by the name Reston Dane. The whole line flowed from those two. Ever since, something incredible, mystical, has held each surviving descendant to this house. This something is waiting, watching, living only to pass the lineage along to one who would keep the vigil. But it is over. The curse has finally come. The beast is returning. Beast? Yes, out there, where Sarnath stood, where the demon fell into the pit and lies covered, that thing which awakens, even now. And I'm glad our misery is near its end, Mr. Dane. As poor Tector stands miserably before him, Reston Dane knows what he must do. He must return to Sarnath in the year 1781. He must be present at the birth of the curse and change the circumstances surrounding that creation, even if the changes might cause his own death. Connolly, Court, Tector, follow Reston Dane out to the Connolly, Court, and Tector follow Reston Dane out to the graveyard, where the strange oozing substance was first discovered, issuing from an unmarked vault. You had no luck identifying the sample we sent you. No, but my manservant Manners was studying the culture when I left. Only one thing we know for sure. This noxious substance tests to have identical properties in common with Tector's blood. What could possibly be the link between the ooze and Tector's blood? You can find the answer right here, 200 years ago. Look, I know what I've got to do, but the fact is there aren't any existing time segments for that date in history. But I've sent for an expert in time physics, and he's due any time now. As if right on cue, the Rook's time castle hums into view. Good heavens, what's this? I'm Ambrose Bierce, and I'm looking for the Rook. Yes, sir, welcome. I'm the Rook. Sir, this crucifix was left inside your very clever time device, with a note signed by a bishop and Manners. Later in Tector's house. The question is, how can one move in time without using a machine? Simple. Disturbances in the tissue between times are caused by battlefield explosions that rend the nebulous fabric. Holes torn in time account for many soldiers listed missing in action. I suspect that your time machine could create a similar disturbance, but with accuracy. I suggest you program the machine to hurtle toward the era you desire, 1781, and then I veer off and return to the present. This will create a rend in the year 1781, and a man standing outside the machine will be brought there. Fine, but how does that man return? Only by pinpointing the position of the time rend, and then only if someone here is willing to counterbalance you in an exchange of matter. For that man is a one-way trip. Reston Dane is able to traverse time by locating and utilizing brief, isolated fragments of time found within varying vibratory planes coexisting with the present. Sometime later, the castle is programmed according to Ambrose Bierce's instructions. With any luck, Mr. Bierce, your time rend will hurl me back into a dying village named Sarnath. There, it's set to veer away from 1781 and go straight to Rook Manor in Arizona. Thanks for your help, Mr. Bierce. You are a theorist ahead of your time. My grandfather will be back here soon to see about what's in the tomb. He'll get back home before supper. Supper can wait, my dear Rook. Thank you for giving me the chance to see my space-time theories come to reality. I'll be staying to see things out first. Good luck. Feels damn strange to be outside the castle while it's working. If I'm still here after it's gone, I'm going to feel like a dope. Whoosh. Whoosh. God be with you, Reston Dane. To the bewilderment of all, the castle had no sooner disappeared than it appeared again, without the Rook, but with something else. Depart ye spirits foul and fell in the name of... We got 'em. Surrounded, Tin-Face. Make 'em eat hot pig iron if they budge. You'd best assist, Master Bishop. These men are scientists. Okay, who's in charge here? Where's my grandson Reston? I am Professor Connolly, and I know that your grandson called you to explain Mr. Bierce's theories. He's gone. Mr. Dane's gone back to the year 1781. Gone already? But he's going to need this here computer to get back alive. This is the precise spot Mr. Dane occupied when the time machine was activated. Hey, useless jockey hop. The castle right over here. We'll send the dang fool, the computer, anything else he might need to save his hide. Okay, the computer goes here. I forgot to give him this crucifix. Perhaps I'll send it along as well. As long as a crucifix is already going, I'm sending this to my master too. The apocryphal book of conjuring from the castle library. Maybe I'm being silly. Nothing silly about the unknown, my metallic friend. Your master neglected to take his serum test kit. May they all aid his anguished quest. That book, let me see that. You bonehead, you disrupted the send. There ain't a chance in hell all three of them are going to land in the same place now. Your stupid move could have just made my grandson a dead man. No, wait, I can't say where the computer and the test kit landed, but that book, I'm sure it landed on the shelf of Lucinda Senderlone's personal library. Suddenly, the air is rent by a deafening explosion, and there follows a grotesque upheaval of the vile substance. Whoomph! What's that? The tomb is splitting open. Come on, stay behind me. We gotta get a look-see. Sarnath. The year 1781, October 3rd. A young boy named Will makes a happy discovery in the pre-dawn darkness. Will takes the Rook's test kit to his home and with his relentless boy's curiosity begins to tinker and play. Sarnath. 1781, October 12th. How funny, a book of spells? Just look at the pictures. Uglies and nasties galore, and this will amuse my Sunday school pupils. Sarnath, 1781, October 19th. I saw her pick up that book of magic after making it appear out of thin air. She's a witch, all right. The plagues come from the children who taught her evil music music and ways to. Her magic book is safely in the flames, and soon she will be as well. The young girl named Lissolette, having retrieved the book from the flames, takes it home, hoping that its mysterious powder might help her brother, who has been suddenly stricken by a plague. Don't worry, Will. I'll make you well again. Sarnath, 1781, October 20th. Oh, God, phew, I don't want to go through that again. Come on, then, Rogan, you're coming with us. Wait. Look there. Devil try. Hold on there, laddie buck. You're under arrest. What demon's consort are you? Come quiet. We're Christian soldiers. I came to find Lucinda Sendralone. Where is she? A demon from hell attacks us. Get your moronic hands off of me. Psst, young mister, follow me. I'll get ye away from them. The man named Rogan, not friend of the town marshals, opens his home to Reston Dane as a base of operations and a refuge. I'm not in league with the devil, friend Rogan. I know. Don't worry about me. Then you'll help me find Lucinda Senderlone, if I can. My son will. He was the first to contract the dread plague. It spread to the others' children and then the adults, and now all of us will die of this curse. Oh my God, my test kit. He touched the sample, the substance from the tomb. The only thing I can figure is Bish and Connolly sent my test kit back to me somehow. The book the little girl has. Will's sister Lissalette, she studied art and music at Miss Lucinda's house. My daughter was there when she was arrested. She heard the elder say it was a magic book as they threw it into the fire. She believes the magic might help you. You know how children are. I wish I had such hopes. It had to be Bish, but what happened? The kit and the book must have come through separately, though. Do you see Miss Lucinda do you believe Miss Lucinda is a witch? Ha! She's nothing but a bright young woman who's not afraid to be alive, unlike everyone else in this village. Just what is that book, good sir? Who does it belong to? It's mine. It's mine. At least I think it is. If I know a couple of crazy meddlers back in my time, it's from my collection. Open it. My name is Reston Dane. Saints protect me. Reston Dane. It's true. She is a witch and you're a devil. Well, it may be true that I'm on my way to hell, but first I'm here to free Lucinda after I try to make a complete analysis of the plague. My God, what's that? In the present, a ritual as old as fear of the dark is being prepared. A circle is being made, and hopefully a hideous evil is being contained. Useless. Tell them fellers need more silver melted down. We got a few more feet to complete the circle. I feel we should use a pentagram, Master Bishop. You moron. Pentagrams keep boogers out. We gotta keep this thing in. I've got more candlesticks of pure silver. That's enough. We've got enough to close the circle. Suddenly, as the circle is closed, an exploding borealis of ethereal lights leap through the air. What in thunderation's going on? Pow, pit, zizzle, swaz. As the blinding light storm lashes the cemetery, Ambrose Bierce produces a small meter and takes a current reading. It's a weakening in the time tissue above the vault. The tomb is the source of the disruption. If a rip forms between now and somewhen else, this whole hilltop will be sucked through. Something's going to be on the inside of that vault, whatever it is. Wasn't triggered until the circle was completed. We made a big mistake. There's hell to pay now. Womb. The screams that Reston Dane hears while in the Rogan's house send spikes of fear through him. The screams that Reston Dane hears while Rogan's house send spikes of fear through him. He somehow knows that they are coming from the prison house, as if in a state of déjà vu. He runs unerringly through the streets of Sarnath toward them. Here's Lucinda Senderlone. You godless pigs! What have you done to her? Who is this? Arrest the intruder. Roughly pushing past the guards, the master of time follows the screams into an impressive, stench-filled dungeon, where the woman he has vowed to save is being tortured with boiling oil. Good God, you bastards! Leave her alone. You want a taste, mate? Grab the miscreant. Freeze the lot of you, or I turn your butcher's head into a thick but pourable gravy. So demon comes forth to save one of his own, eh? I doubt that would be a real weapon unless it's a warlock's wand. I'm willing to bet it's neither. Guards, grab him. Get back. I'll wait. Zzz. What the? Didn't do anything, just touched him. With the pen, maybe. Yup, it is. Rush him, lads. Stop the demon foul. Now. Not exactly lab conditions, but let's test it again. I see the plague that is devouring these people is not merely of biological nature. Gah. It is also psychological. A demonic possession of some kind. That's the reason they react to silver, the symbol of purity. Forgive me, Lucinda Cendrillon, but I think I know the truth. Let me touch you. With the silver. Nothing, thank God. You're the only one I've come back for, just as I was supposed to. Careful. Follow him. Don't touch the demon. But once outside Rogan's house. I'll take her inside. You must come in quickly. They're working up the nerve to attack. He's bewitched Rogan. No, Rogan is a dastard, the demon's servant. Come on. Well, clean out this viper's nest. Well, come do it, hero. The Rook is poised for the last attack with nothing but a silver writing pen, when suddenly, my computer. Bish, I could kiss you. Sploom. No, we cannot fight. True sorcery, objects appearing from the devil's cellars away, all away now. There I'll just throw the bolt. Slam. And we should be safe here, for now. To be continued.